About a year ago, I made a video on how to maximize XP and reach hero faster, and to this day, people are still arguing that normal firefight is the best playlist. But this is old news, and there are better methods out there that net more XP per hour. One of them even helped me get around 1,000,000 XP in just 5 days, but we'll get to that one later. Everyone knows that firefight is pretty consistent, except most of these creators are oversimplifying it. They're failing to mention that Fiesta is the only version of firefight you should be playing. The unlimited ammo in this mode makes a huge difference, since that means you can spam power weapons to make games finish faster. Since most maps have a spanker spawn, you can just go on autopilot and blow everything up. For outdoor maps, you can combo this with a skewer to clear enemy waves before they even land. Not only does this make firefight easier for you, but it also helps teammates stay alive for skull bonuses. Sure, Gruntpocalypse gives these by default, but it's negligible since grunts give a lot less XP compared to other enemies. Just make sure you stay inside the hill as much as possible, since you get XP just for idling in there. After grinding this mode out for an entire day, I average around 27,000 XP per hour. That's pretty decent, but that's chump change compared to the next method. If you guys watched my last video, you would know that Alpha Zombies Infection smokes firefight. In my testing, I averaged around 77.5 kills per game, with each match lasting around 11 minutes and 22 seconds. That translates to roughly 41,000 XP per hour. And that's not even accounting for the bonus XP from infections and last man kills. I can already see you guys in the comments mentioning BTB and Husky Raid, but there's a specific reason why I chose infection over these two. Typically in these other modes, the other team has a fair chance to fight back since everyone has access to the same sandbox. In BTB, everyone has the ability to use vehicles, and in Husky Raid, all players can spawn with or pick up power weapons. But Alpha Zombies is better since the power dynamic between zombies and survivors is objectively unfair. Literally everything that made zombies decent in base infection isn't there anymore. The active camo they used to have, gone. The movement speed that can catch up to warthogs, gone. What about the shroud screens and teleporting? Nope. Now the zombies only have a sword and move slightly faster with no shields, while the survivors have a full kit with a sidekick, shotgun, and thrust. If you really think about it, it's like playing SWAT while the other team doesn't even have a gun. If you're still not convinced, if you get last man standing for the round, you get unlimited ammo with an overshield that can take 4 hits. Trust me, this mode is a farm once you take the time to actually learn it. Like you guys see it in the screenshot, I should be in jail for the amount of 100 kill games I dropped in one session. So now that we know the playlist, how can we maximize our kills? The main goal is pretty straightforward. Just find an ammo box and patrol an open area on the map. To make it easier for you guys, I took the time to organize all ammo boxes on every map in my Discord. But this is completely optional since you can just press down on the D-pad and find the nearby boxes yourself. Once you get your ammo, it's up to you to hit your shots. But to make it easier, go to your settings to the 1.4 multiplier and change it to 1.2. This makes it so your scope sense is as fast as your unscoped, giving you more aim assist in exchange for FOV. Another problem that I see from newer players is that their zombie rounds last way too long, and as cringe as it sounds, the easiest way to finish these rounds quicker is to corner camp choke points early. If you're able to break a setup off spawn, you're saving time because you're ending the round early before other players can just group up. But if you don't get infections off the start, it's not the end of the world. If they're already set up, the next best play is to just jiggle peek the survivors and ping until you get help. While I admit this is extremely nerdy, but it makes the survivors distracted by you while your zombie goons can just follow the ping and catch them by surprise. I want to clarify that this mode takes a few games to get used to. Like with any skill, you're not going to reap the highest reward right away, so be patient. If you want to see the full potential of this playlist with in-depth breakdowns of 100 kill games, click the video on screen.